عطر المجلس بالصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين، من الأولين والآخرين، أبي الزهراء محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ويا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله، وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار. يا ليتنا كنا معكم فنفوز فوزا عظيما. فمن الواجب علينا لبس سربال الأسى واتخاذ النوح وردا كل صبح ومساء، واشتعال القلب أحزانا تذوب الأنفس، وقليلا تتلف الأرواح في رزق الحسين. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whenever Shahr Muharram entered and comes, we usually get together again to be a guest for Al-Imam Al-Hussein alayhi salam. And throughout these coming 10 nights, we're going to go through some extremely important topics and subjects for the English program. Hopefully it's not going to be that long because the program is very packed, but we try to have some time for those who are non-Arabic speakers, and it's a great honor for me to be the speaker for this partition of the program. So one of the important things regarding the month of Muharram and the largest tragedy that the humanity have ever heard about is the day of Ashura and what happened to Imam Hussein on that day. But let me ask you a question. Why is Imam Hussein has only 70 people were supporting him and following him, and the majority of the other Muslims do their best to kill the family of the Prophet Muhammad? So this is a red flag. Those are Muslims, those are not from different religions, like they are not Jewish or Christian, they are Muslims. They are saying the two shahada, they are saying ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, and at the same time they are trying to kill the Prophet's grandson and his family. So this red flag, my dear brothers and sisters, needs to be addressed. The majority is just a number. Even if you, like everything, you got confused, you got to go back to the Quran. And in the Quran, a lot of verses of the Quran talking about the majority of the people. وَلَقَدْ جِئْنَاكُمْ بِالْحَقِّ. We have brought the truth to you. But the people are ولكن أكثر الناس شنو للحق كارهون. No Muslim can ever come over and say I hate truth. But in a practice, they hate the truth and they are ready to fight against the truth. That's why a lot of people, they don't follow the path of the prophets, because they don't field, they are working with the mainstream. When they look at the majority of the people, they said, of course, they are on the truth. They are on the right path. But believe me, this is not the case. Let me give you this example. If you just decided to go to one of the states, let's say you want to go to Chicago, and you get in the train, but there's a train ended up in, let's say, New York. You were saying there's like thousands of people in this train. Does the number of the people on that train make any change? No. So majority is not, it's just a number. You have to look on the truth by yourself. Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He's talking about the Prophet Ibrahim, He said, Inna Ibrahim kana ummah. He was just a single person, but he was an ummah. He was the whole nation by himself. At the same time, the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he spent tens of years, and then how many people were just in the ship? They were just 80 people. Salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So after hundreds of years, Nuh was approaching to his nation, to his community, and telling them to believe in Allah. But at the end, even his family, they were disbelievers, and nobody got in the ship except the only 80 people. So majority is not the case. Same thing when you are, let's say, going to the high school, middle school, college. If you hold your beliefs, if you believe that you are on the right path, you should not care about your surrounding. I know it's natural, a tendency to be fit in with the community that you live in. But whenever there is haram, you have to avoid it. If it is a prayer time and you get a place to pray, do your prayer. A lot of people, they might say, just skip your prayer for now. Or when you're telling them avoid songs and music, they said you're acting like a sheikh. It's not a matter of being a sheikh, it's a matter of halal and haram. As long as you are a Muslim, you are stand on a solid ground, you hold your beliefs, so you gotta keep on. You have to be proud that you are Muslim and you are one of the followers of Ahl al-Bayt, alayhim salam. Then, whenever there is a majority of the people, they are doing their own thing, don't deceive by the numbers. Don't go after the numbers. Always go to the Quran and go to the hadith of Ahl al-Bayt, and you will find you are on the right path. Sometimes the other schools of Muslims, because we are Shia, and the other schools of Muslims, they are the majority. They are saying because you are a minority, so we are the right. If this is the case and it goes by numbers, and I already said numbers means nothing, but if this is the case, how many Christians nowadays? Millions of millions, like billions. So they are the majority of the people on this earth. So why you guys are still Muslims? So go ahead and be a Christian. So it's always about your beliefs, not the numbers or the majority of the people. That's why Imam al-Hussein, that we are gathering tonight to remember his situation when he stood against the whole majority of his time, and he said, I don't want to do all the bad things that the Yazid and his followers are doing. He said, known for immoral, known for injustice, known for all the abnormal. When they normalized the sins, they normalized the bad things. They were bringing women singing in the grave of Rasulullah. That's the time when Imam Hussein cut up his pilgrimage in Mecca, Hajj, and he go towards Iraq, and that's when he ended up in Karbala. So he stood by himself at the end of his battle. After he was given everybody of his family, even the 6-month baby, Abdullah Radiyah. So when he did all this, and he was by himself in Karbala, he was on the right path. Doesn't matter how many people. They were, the history, they were talking about 30,000 of his enemies surrounding him. And if the battle stayed more than one a day, they might become like 100,000. But this is just an introduction. And the next night we're gonna go walk through a lot of historical and other things that related to Imam Hussein and Karbala. And now I leave the time for the Shaykh, and أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.